if you follow sports, you know these names. You know basketball stars Kia Nurse and Caitlin Clark. Well, today, we're going to introduce you to a couple of girls who have now burst onto the hoops scene to make their mark, and we're talking about Ali and Leila. And to share their story, you know this face, Sportsnet host and now children's book author Evanka Osmak. Evanka, so good to see you.
So good to see you and hear your voice, Mel. Welcome back.
Thank you so much, and congratulations on this book. You can now add author, and I'm going to say best-selling author to be. There it is in your hands, Ali Hoops. We've chatted off camera about this. Share with the world. What is this story?
Okay, so Ali Hoops was born, I thought of the idea actually on maternity leave. It was with my second maternity leave with my son, who's almost 4 years old, Blake. And you remember the time in 2020 during the pandemic. And I thought I should write a children's book. I had a little extra time. And so I knew I wanted to write a children's book, and the age, it matured as I started to go through the process. And a big part of my life, as you know, is sports. Sports has given me so much as a young child, a teenager, through my young adult years. And then, you know, that's how I met my husband. That's what I do for a living. I work at Sportsnet. So I knew I wanted to focus on sports. And the numbers, especially during the pandemic, coming out of the dropout age of sports for girls especially, was so alarming that I thought, okay, let's maybe not tackle this issue, but let's write about that. And why aren't there more books for girls about sports? And so the message of Ali Hoops is you don't have to be the star of the team to play. And I think that's really important to remember for boys and girls, that you don't have to be the best. And sometimes you're not going to be the best, especially as you get older and the pool of, you know, competitors gets bigger. But it's still so great to play. There are so many benefits that sports and play can give you, even if you're not the star of the team. And so it's a story about Ali, who tries out for a basketball team with her best friend, Leila. Leila makes the team. Ali does not. And that's where, you know, she starts to question, is she still going to be best friends? Does she still have a relationship with Leila, even though Leila's on the team, she's not? And can she still play basketball, even though she didn't make it? So it's her journey through this and finding out that, yes, to both of those questions. And then she starts participating with the team and taking on different roles.
I love this. There are so many messages, as you explained there, Evanka. Listen, full admission, like I always rode the bench. I made the sports teams, but I was never the starter. But there was something that you hit on right there, was that being part of a team, there's just something about it. It builds character. You work with one another. It teaches you so many more life lessons. And as you mentioned, when it comes to the female aspect of it, you know, sometimes there's discouragement, right? There's a certain age, let's say you play house league, and all of a sudden, you know, do you stop or do you continue to compete with the boys, as they say? Now that narrative is changing a little bit, but we still need books like yours to push it forward, right?
100%, and that's what I'm trying to do. And it's not just even you know, as a 9-year-old or as a 14-year-old girl or boy, but even me, I'm finding in my 40s that, hey, I still want a team sport, because as you mentioned, all those great things that you get out of it, you know, working together with someone, that's beneficial in all facets of your life. So yeah, that was really what I wanted to say. And then also the message of, they went to the professional basketball game and just realizing, oh my gosh, there's so many different roles that contribute to the success. And I think that also is an eye-opener that, oh wait, I can still be part of the sport, but I don't have to play. You know, I could be a coach, or I could be a doctor, or I could work in administration, and there are other roles. And it just, again, eye-opening that there are so many benefits that come without just this, because we always just think of the star player and we put them on a podium.
Absolutely. Finally, for you, Evanka, as a female sportscaster, you've been doing this for some time, and you've seen the progression, right? More female athletes with the spotlight on them. What has it meant for you personally to see that growth, but also to know that there's more way to go?
There is a lot of room to grow for sure, but it's emotional, Mel. You know, especially watching the PWHL, and it's emotional because growing up, that was not an option, or you didn't see it. And this is where you remind yourself that representation matters. And so when you see young girls, or you see, you know, me even looking at the players are younger than me, I'll take PWHL for instance, but seeing them have a go and making money and making this all worth it, and they can go somewhere after high school, after university, and have a career. It's awesome, and it really is emotional, and I love showing the highlights to both my boys at home in the morning.
Beautiful. And yes, show it to your boys and celebrate it. Absolutely. Allie Hoops, where can we pick it up? Where do we go?
It is available for pre-order right now, Plum Leaf Press, or if you just Google Evanka Osmak and Allie Hoops, and then it will be coming out beginning of May. And I'm already starting to work on book number 2. Allie, she's in for quite an adventure. So there you go. There's my plug.
There you go. Evanka Osmak, as always, a pleasure. Let's stay in touch. Haven't seen you for a while. Let's talk about this.
Thanks, Mel.
More books to come. Congratulations, Evanka.
Thank you.